So once you have successfully imported the UV profile, the next thing is how to use it. Now, step one, you just need to go into the beam tool setting dialog box, and then you go to segment, and then in here you will find the structure category, and then in here you will be able to see three different types of symbols. Now, ArchiCAD tends to use the rectangular as the default setting, but it's this one that you need. This is the complex profile. So if you click on this, you will be able to access the profile that you have exported and imported in here. So I'm just going to look for the UB310 by 46, and as you can see, it's right here. Now, just to let you know, ArchiCAD tends to arrange this in alphabetical order. So I'm just going to choose this profile here, like so. And then after that, I'm going back to this beam section here. Okay. Now in this beam section, under positioning, just to let you know, this is just like all the other objects. It will give you the home story settings, like which story would you prefer to use for this element. Now I'm going to use the RFL because that's for the roof. And then up over here, you have the options whether you can keep this beam as horizontal beam or slanted beam. Now, because you have, let's say if we were to create a skillion roof in 2-degree pitch, then you will have to choose the slanted option. And by default, I think ArchiCAD will give you 0 degree or any other random degree or pitch. Now, if it's 2 degree or 3 or 4 or 5, doesn't really matter. All you have to do is to type in the numbers in here. So let's say it's a 2-degree pitch. So I'm just going to type 2, and that's all you need. Now, before I hit OK, you need to make sure you check on the layer. So currently it's assigned to a layer called Beams Exterior, so I think that's fine. And after this, I'm just going to hit OK. So once you complete the setup, to insert your beam, let's say I'm going to create one over here. Okay, so I'm just going to go click here, and then after that, you can move your cursor along. This allows you to extend the length of your beam. Now, when you do this, you need to make sure you hold down the Shift key to make sure this is perfectly straight. And then after that, you just do your second click to finish this. Let's say here. And as you can see, this is now where your universal beam is at. Now, if you, let's say, were to align this beam over here to line up with this wall, you can. Okay, so what you need to do here is you can just go Control D, and then you can just click on node and then align this to this wall, or perhaps you can you want to align the edge of the beam to this end here. Yes, you can do that as well. Okay, and let's say if you need to extend this beam after you inserted the beam, you can just go click on the node, and then in the pad palette it allows you to stretch. And then just remember, when you want to stretch, you need to keep this straight by holding down the Shift key, and you go click again to finish.